Are you looking for a new shooter game on Roblox to play, but can't find anything new? Lucky for you, today I'll be showing you 3 Roblox shooter games that have been abandoned by their devs but are still very fun to play. Let's waste no time and get right into it. Starting off, we have a decently popular game called Polybattle. Polybattle is a very fun game which is very similar to Battlefield. If you've ever played Battlefield, you will easily be able to get right into this game. Polybattle used to be on a roll, updating almost every week until one day. They released a much smaller update than they normally did, which only added a few bug fixes. Then the next week came, and no update. From that point on, it would no longer get any updates. To win the game, you have to maintain control of all of the objectives scattered around the maps, or drain the enemy of all their spawn tickets. Polybattle has a wide variety of weapons, vehicles, and maps to choose from. You can unlock new weapons by leveling up, which you do by simply playing the game or buying them with credits. There isn't really a best weapon, as all the weapons are divided into classes with their own purposes and utilities. When starting out, it's best to stick with the AK-47, as it does the job just fine until you unlock some of the higher level weapons. For maps, they are voted for at the end of each round, and whichever map has the most votes is selected. Most of the maps are alright, just please, never vote for Hydro, it is garbage. My personal favorite map is Kirkland, as it has a very nice aesthetic to it, and allows for a lot of vehicle combat. Anyways, that's all I've got to say for Polybattle. Feel free to check it out, and now let's move on to the next shooter. For our next shooter, we have a much older and more unique game called Dinosaur Hunter. It was made and also abandoned a lot longer ago than Polybattle, so it is much less polished. However, it is still very fun nonetheless. In it, you can unlock different guns and dinosaurs to use in matches with credits, which you can earn each round. You can win up to 40 credits if you win the round, however this is much less if you do not. When starting out for guns, try to grind straight for the Kar98K, which does very good damage. After that, you can go for anything else, but the rocket launcher and minigun are some of the most fun weapons. For dinosaurs, it is more dependent on your playstyle. I would say go for Raptor first, and then grind for Tyroraptor. But if you want a dinosaur that is more tanky, you can grind for Godzilla or King Ghidorah. Yeah, I don't know why they're in a dinosaur game either. There are 3 different game modes in Dinosaur Hunter. The first is Survival. In this game mode, there are 2 soldiers equipped with their weapons, 1 dinosaur who has to hunt down all of the survivors, and everyone else is a survivor. The round ends on 3 conditions. The time runs out before the dinosaur has killed everyone, the dinosaur is killed, or the dinosaur kills everyone. The next game mode is Hunt, my personal favorite. In this game mode, there are 2 players who start out as dinosaurs and everyone else is a soldier. Any soldier that dies joins the dinosaur team and helps them kill the rest of the soldiers. The round ends if every soldier has been killed, or if the time runs out and there are no survivors remaining. The last game mode is Dino Wars. Personally, I wouldn't recommend voting for this game mode, as it isn't very balanced, and the gameplay is much more boring. In it, everyone is a dinosaur and they all fight to the death until one remains, or the time runs out. The problem with it is that some of the dinosaurs are blatantly more powerful than others, and there is no health regeneration, which usually means that whoever has the strongest dinosaur wins. Overall though, the game itself is very fun and definitely worth checking out. Approved. And now, for our final game, we have Unit Classified. This game is made by Rove, the same people who made Arsenal. However, in this game, your weapon is not randomized, and you can also aim down sights with all weapons. You can also add attachments to your weapons with a certain limit, and use things like perks and equipment. The weapons in this game range from World War II to late Cold War. Most of the World War II weapons cost much less points to equip, meaning you can add much more attachments to them. And the Cold War weapons are much more powerful in their base stats, but cost more to use. There are also different classes, which each come with their own utilities. For example, with Medic, you can drop a medkit to heal yourself and teammates, or with Demolitions, you can equip a grenade launcher or RPG, which you get ammo for every minute you survive. The game has 2 game modes, those being Domination and Deathmatch. In Domination, you have to maintain control of more points than the enemy to gain more score than them by the time the round ends. And in Deathmatch, whichever team has the most kills wins. Overall, it is a very fun game, and if you want a game to play that is similar to Arsenal but where you can choose your loadout, there is no better game for you. Anyways, that's everything I've got to say. I hope this was able to help you find a new game to play, and something very enjoyable too. With that said, thanks for watching, and see you all later.